Traders, I want to show you a scalping strategy that I think is worthwhile. I've been backtesting this with some pretty good results. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this indicator here, the Trend Track Multi, and I'm going to enable the 4 and the weekly. That's it. So this is going to find a condition that's met when these two align. Go OK, and we're looking for a buy and a sell signal on the 5-minute time frame. They're not going to happen frequently. Okay, there's a buy signal, and the strategy is, in fact, you could go to a 15-minute. Okay, and the strategy is, when you see the signal, you take a Fibonacci and you take it from the previous low to the high, and you set up a long position like so. Well, the stop loss probably under the previous swing, and you can enable the trend channel, stay in it while the channel is green. Okay, you could exit up here, something like that. Okay, that's a 6R, 7R, right? So let's just go back and have a look for these signals. So that's the green signal here. We'll just have a look at the last two. Right, what do we got? Another green signal here. Again, Fib retrace low to high. Looking for that pullback down into this 50. All right, and you can also set a lower time frame to get you into this. Like you could set the trend bars. See these green up arrows, right? You want that after you see this turn red, and then after it's turned red, you're looking for the first green signal. Go long, right there. Stop under previous low. Yeah, that continued up until here for I don't know. Let's just pick anything. Aussie CAD. Reset. Just looking for that first red signal. Okay, it happened here. I've got to be careful. Look at that. Okay, even go on a 30-minute chart or a 1 hour. It doesn't matter. So there's your red signal. Yeah, you want to, Fibonacci from the previous swing and look for that 50. So that's your entry point when these turn red here. So you're looking for a red. Okay, you want the green pull back up into the 50, and then it starts to rotate. Short position. Let's go back, see what we got. That's another red signal. Yeah, you got to go with this Fib retrace. Look, see, there's a red signal down there. Let's take that out for a sec. So high, low to pull back into the 50. That's the rule of thumb. Short position. You could just set a pending, set a limit sell. This 3R and the rest, no, okay, short-lived. I don't know, let's just randomly pick some. Oh no, there's a pound dollar? Isn't that the one we looked at? I don't know. Dollar CAD, let's just try that. Okay, red again, Fib, high-low. Okay, you're looking for that pullback. You want this to turn green and then red. All right, didn't quite touch the 50, but if it turns green and then it turns red, you could go on that red signal there. And if you enable that, that's it there. After it turns green. Okay, so you got what? 2R out of it. I'm thinking you could even just go with the 4 hour. Because, look at that. I think just the 4 hour, to be honest. That's nice. And then, you could get involved on the 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, doesn't matter. Short position, long position. I'd be getting involved on a 5-minute chart. Or maybe a 15. Let's just put 5 might be a bit fast. I don't know, let's just pick another one. What's this, pound yen? Yeah, okay, what do we got? Well, there's a green signal. Look at that, Fib, low to high. Yeah, it pulled back. Okay, you're looking for the first green alert after it pulls back. Okay, see it turned white there into the 50. Long position. Where's that red signal? Nice. Look, you can see most of these are going to work out. If there's any that don't. Okay, here's one that didn't work. All right, for the amount that do, the odd one that gets taken out is really insignificant. Fib retrace, high to low. Okay, the pullback. Now we're looking for the first red signal. Let's just enable the reds. After the green's got to go green. Well, you got a red signal down there. You probably would have taken it. short position here and stop above the high, previous high. What did that look like? Okay, got a little bit out of it down to here. What's that worth? 1.3R. Okay. It's not always going to be peaches and cream. Oh, look at this. It turned green and then it turned red again. You could look to take 50% off at 1R. But I think, look, most of these are going to be okay. Yeah, here we go, look. Again, go for that Fibonacci retrace, pull back. Wow, you probably would have done that long. Stop under that low over here on the left, something like that. Okay, that's definitely worth exploring, guys. I don't know, let's just try the Euro Pound. Yeah, I quite like it. Yeah, green. Yeah, you got to get that pullback, fib retrace, and then you're going to go long on that 50%, looking for the first green signal. After the 50's touched, stop under that. Got to be careful. Watch out for your tight stops. Yeah, look, you got to keep an eye out for things like this. This is an imbalance back in here. Okay, so it pulled back into the imbalance, and that could be definitely could be a thing. All right, so not only do we do the fib pullback, but we're looking for imbalances like this. It's a fair value gap, right? There's a thin candle with nothing left and right. All right, so you want to go at least beyond 50% for your stop loss, or even your entry point is going to be around that fair value gap. All right, so look for that fib pullback, but look for the fair value gap. Yeah, I missed it. Should have mentioned that a bit earlier. Well, that's 2R. Let's just have a look at another one. Okay, here we go. There's no pullback on this one. We didn't get a pullback. Very shallow pullback. And there's a fair value gap up in here that never got touched until here. You'd have to play around with it. You know, it's never just a straightforward thing, but I mean, look, the general idea would be, you know, come in on that 50% pullback and, you know, go along there. Yeah, it's got definitely got potential. I mean, you only need, like, if you get a 3R, you know, 1 out of 3. I mean, you know, you could lose, make one win with a 3R target, and you've got a buffer. You know, you could lose 3 trades, then you're back to square one. You know, you're back to break even. I don't know, let's try gold. There it is, gold. Alright, I'm looking for... Yeah, sometimes it does that and you don't get the pullback. That moved with a vengeance, didn't it? Yeah, you've really got to factor in the possibility of that pullback. And, you know, if it moves like that and it doesn't pull back, then you just let it go. What's going to happen? But you don't want to be chasing price up in here and then you get taken out. I mean, look, if you do decide to go long right there, which I wouldn't advise, your stop loss has got to go under that fair value gap for sure, and then you're going to reduce your target. That's a 1R, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, you could take 50% off at 1R. Just be careful. Some of them are going to be fantastic. I mean, look at that. This is just gold. All right, let's just check out gold. What have we got here? Fib retrace. Yeah, you could just go straight in there. Long position, short position. There's the pullback. Stop above. It's definitely worth considering. God, there's a free trial. Look at this signal here. There's a free trial. You get 2 weeks and you can really nail this. Again, low to high fib retrace. There's your entry point. You could have entered right on that signal on the next candle or over here. Yeah, there's 2 weeks. Try it. Gold. Oh, that one didn't work out, did it? Look at that. Okay. But, you know, you've gained nearly 3. Make it another 3. 6R. 7R. Closing 50% at 1R. You lose 1 and you're down to 6R. You know, the other thing you can do with this is just really go down to the lower time frame and scalp it. 5 minute. Yeah, you'd need to do that here, see? So you'd be fine on a lower time frame, like on a 5 minute, if you're going to scalp it, you have to go in with very tight stops. Right, stop right there. And that's 3R. Lower time frame. Okay. Go in on the signal. Long position. Yeah, gain access. It's as I said, tight stop. You got these dots here in the cloud to give you a bit of a heads up as to where you might put your stop loss. You've got this one looks good. Yeah. Tight stop, short position on a pullback. Okay, stop loss above here. What do we got? 1.5. Sometimes, you might get away with it. Yep, got away with that. Oh, goodness me. And the rest. Yeah, 4, 5R, if you manage it well. All right, there's another one. So this, pullback. Anyway, definitely worth checking out. Let's head over to my website and go to the 14-day trial here. Scroll down, gain all of this access, mentorship videos, everything. And after the 14 days, if you decide to stay, it's only shout me sushi once a month. That's all I'm asking. I'm happy to share this. I think there's a need for it in the world. Click on WAP and you gain instant access. Or if you prefer that, allow 24 hours. Guys, check it out. Okay, with that, have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.